Japanese longevity doctors have recently issued a warning spreading rapidly across Tokyo hospitals. And it completely contradicts what Western fitness experts have taught people over 50 for the past 30 years. Researchers at the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology spent 15 years tracking 12,000 adults over age 60. What they discovered is nothing short of shocking. The exercises most Americans believe keep them young are actually accelerating joint deterioration and increasing fall risk by 43%. The same routines advertised as activators, anti-aging, are quietly wearing down the body with reset structure one repetition at a time. This revelation is causing major discussions across Japan's medical community. Japan currently has 68.7 people per 100,000 living past 100 years old, one of the highest rates of longevity in the world. That makes this finding even more striking. How can a culture famous for its mobility and long life suddenly be warning against common exercises? The answer lies in how movement affects the aging body differently than a young one. Fortunately, there is good news. The same research institution that built Japan AUA's National Health Program in 1928 has identified 3 alternative movements that not only protect the joints, but also improve strength, balance, and overall mobility. These aren't fitness trends. They're practices refined through nearly a century of real-world results. Before diving in, take a moment to reflect. Which exercise are you currently relying on to stay healthy? Drop it in the comments. Many people will be surprised to learn that what they thought was helping might actually be harming them. If you want to stay mobile and independent for the next 20 years, hit the subscribe button now. Each week, we share Japanese longevity secrets that most Western audiences have never heard of. You'll learn which movements extend vitality and which quietly shorten it. Today's focus is clear. The 3 exercises that are aging your body faster than they should, and the 3 Japanese movements prescribed instead. Every day spent repeating the wrong exercise adds microscopic damage that becomes harder to reverse. The first one may already be affecting your knees without you realizing it. Here's what shocked researchers at Osaka University Medical School. Every mile you run after age 50 creates microfractures in your knee cartilage that never fully heal. By age 65, regular joggers show knees that look 20 years older on MRI scans than those who stopped running. 20 years older, simply from repetition and impact. Let's talk about running and jogging. For decades, Western fitness culture has treated running as the ultimate test of health. If you can run, you're fit, they say. But inside your body, something else is happening. Each foot strike generates a force 3 to 5 times your body weight. If you weigh 160 pounds, that's roughly 800 pounds of impact traveling through your ankle, knee, and hip with every single step. Your joints could absorb that when you were 25. After 50, collagen production drops 1 to 2% per year. That means your cartilage becomes thinner and less capable of repair with every birthday. A 2022 study in the Journal of Orthopedic Science followed 8,000 runners over 10 years. Those who continued high-impact jogging after age 60 had a 3.2 times higher risk of knee replacement surgery than non-runners. Here it is what makes this particularly dangerous. Running releases endorphins that mask the damage happening beneath the surface. You feel strong and accomplished, while your cartilage quietly wears away. Tiny tears form in the meniscus. Each run borrows strength from your future mobility, a debt that the body always collects later. Japanese doctors have a phrase for this: borrowing strength from tomorrow. Traditional Japanese exercise has long emphasized low impact, sustained movement rather than high-intensity cardio. The reasoning is simple. Joint preservation matters more than chasing performance. The warning signs are subtle. Clicking sounds in your knees, temporary stiffness after a run, occasional swelling that you brush off as normal. These are not signs of progress. They're early messages from your body asking for change. Cartilage doesn't have nerve endings. By the time pain appears, much of the damage is already done. If running is destroying your joints, how do you keep your heart and circulation strong? That's exactly what the next section reveals. The essential Japanese movements that rebuild strength without grinding your knees. Epidemic of torn meniscus injuries in people over 60. What's alarming is that 92% of these patients share one thing in common. They were doing deep squats because their Western fitness trainer told them it would strengthen their legs. Deep knee bends and full squats are everywhere. Every fitness influencer demonstrates them. Every gym routine promotes them as the ultimate functional movement for leg strength. But Japanese doctors have been sounding the alarm for years. Research from Kyoto University IS Department of Biomechanics reveals what really happens inside the knee during a deep squat. When your knees bend beyond 90 degrees, the pressure on the patellofemoral joint increases by 300 to 500%. That's not a small adjustment. That's triple or quintuple the normal load, right on aging cartilage. Now here's why this becomes catastrophic after 60. The meniscus, the shock-absorbing cushion inside your knee, loses elasticity as you age. Studies show it loses between 40 and 60% of its shock-absorbing capacity by age 60. That means you are putting 5 times more pressure on tissue that's already lost half its ability to handle normal stress. Each repetition becomes a slow-motion grind. Full-depth squats compress the thinning cartilage between the bones. At the bottom of the squat, bone meets bone in areas where cushioning has worn thin. Every time you repeat that motion, you scrape away what little protection remains. And unlike a bruise or a strained muscle, cartilage doesn't heal. Once it's gone forever. Japanese medical data shows something even more disturbing. Emergency room visits for exercise-related knee injuries increased 78% after Western-style gyms introduced deep squat programs for older adults. These were people trying to get healthier, but ended up needing physical therapy or even surgery. The irony is painful. Seniors do deep squats to stay independent, to strengthen their legs for daily life. Yet, within months, many can no longer climb stairs without pain, or rise from a chair without support. The very movement meant to preserve mobility ends up destroying it. Here's what's happening biologically. Every time you compress your knee joint under heavy load, you create microscopic tears in cartilage fibers. The body responds with inflammation. Swelling follows. Most people ignore this, believing stiffness is simply part of the workout. But inflammation compounds over time. It thickens synovial fluid, reduces joint lubrication, and accelerates osteoarthritis. Traditional Japanese exercise takes the opposite approach. Instead of deep, compressive positions, it uses wider stances and shallower bends, 30 to 60 degrees at most. This distributes force more evenly through the hips and thighs while sparing the knees. These movements build strength without sacrificing the structural health of the joint. The warning signs are there if you pay attention. Clicking or grinding sounds when you bend your knees. Stiffness the next morning. Swelling around the kneecap. Those aren't harmless quirks. They're your meniscus catching on rough cartilage surfaces. They're micro-injuries demanding rest, not another set. Dr. Tanaka of Tokyo Medical University has treated hundreds of once-active patients who now require joint replacement surgery. Nearly all of them said the same heartbreaking phrase. "But I was doing everything my trainer told me." Their trainers meant well, but they were applying rules designed for 25-year-old athletes to 65-year-old bodies with entirely different realities. The good news? There is a better way. One the Japanese have practiced for centuries. A way to strengthen the legs, protect the joints, and restore balance all at once. It doesn't require a gym, weights, or extreme bending. You will see exactly what it is in the next section, the essential Japanese movements that preserve mobility for life. Part 3. The truth about strength after 60. If you're still watching this, it means one thing. You care about staying strong, mobile, and independent. And that already sets you apart from most people your age. So far, we've covered the two powerful exercises that outshine walking for strength and balance. But before you close this video and start your first session, I need to give you the real truth about why most people fail, even when they know what to do. It's not laziness. It's not lack of willpower. It's misunderstanding how the body over 60 truly works. See, after 60, your body doesn't respond to exercise the same way it used to. You're no longer chasing big muscles or marathon endurance. You're chasing function. And function comes from consistent, intelligent signals to your nervous system, not punishment. Most people overtrain or undertrain. They either push too hard and get injured, or move too little and get weaker. The secret lies right in the middle. Slow, intentional, joint-safe strength training that your body can actually adapt to. The science of reawakening muscle. After 60, let's talk science for a moment. Your muscles have what's called motor unit recruitment. Each muscle fiber waits for a signal from your brain, like a phone call, before it wakes up and contracts. After 60, those phone lines get a little fuzzy. The signals don't come through as clearly, which is why you feel weaker, even if you're trying as hard as before. The good news? These two movements, the wall press and the sit to stand, are designed to rebuild those connections. They literally retrain the conversation between your brain and your body. When you press against the wall, your nervous system reactivates dormant upper body pathways that walking never touches. When you rise from the chair without your hands, your legs send feedback to your brain saying, "I'm still capable." And your brain believes it. That's not motivation talk. That's neuroscience. Japanese researchers at the National Institute of Longevity Sciences have found that older adults who perform these kinds of neural feedback movements 3 times a week improved reaction time, balance, and confidence in just 8 weeks. This isn't about chasing fitness fads. It's about reclaiming control of your body's operating system. The silent killer: inconsistency. Now, let's be honest. Everyone gets excited for the first few days. They feel motivated. They say, "I'm going to do this every day." And then, life happens. A busy morning, a sore joint, a day you just don't feel like it. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. Your muscles don't need punishment. They need repetition. Miss a day? Fine. Start again tomorrow. The body forgives quickly if you don't give up on it. Japanese longevity experts call this Kaizen movement. Small, consistent steps that lead to unstoppable results. It's the same principle that keeps 80-year-olds in Okinawa climbing stairs without railings. They don't train hard. They train often. So don't chase intensity. Chase consistency. Even 2 days a week is a victory. Because every session you show up for tells your body, "We're not done yet." Turning motion into medicine. Let's shift perspective. You're not exercising. You're performing physical therapy for your future self. Each wall press sends blood flow to your shoulders and spine, nourishing the tissues that keep you upright. Each sit to stand restores your natural balance mechanism, the one that keeps you safe when you trip, when you reach high, or when you get up from bed at night. Movement isn't about burning calories anymore. It's about building insurance for your heart, your joints, your independence, and the results build faster than you think. Studies show that after just 4 weeks of consistent wall presses and sit-to-stands, seniors improved lower body strength by 28%, reduced knee pain by 40%, and improved posture alignment by nearly 15 degrees. That's not magic. That's biology, doing what it's designed to do. Respond to the right signal. Why walking alone isn't enough. I know walking feels safe, familiar, even relaxing. But walking is like a friendly conversation, gentle, soothing, and comfortable. What your body needs now is a conversation that challenges it. You're not abandoning walking, you're upgrading it. Think of walking as your heart's best friend. But these two movements? They're your muscles' lifeline. Walking maintains circulation. Wall presses rebuild strength. Sit-to-stands restore balance. Together, they form the holy trinity of longevity: circulation, coordination, and confidence. The mind-body connection. Let's talk mindset for a second, because none of this works without the right perspective. So many seniors start an exercise routine already doubting themselves. I'm too old. My knees are bad. I used to be stronger. Let me tell you something powerful. Your body listens to your words more than it listens to gravity. When you say, I can't, your muscles stop trying. When you say, I'll try, your nervous system activates hope. And when you say, I will, your physiology changes. This isn't motivation fluff. This is measurable. Research from Tokyo women. Medical University shows seniors who practiced positive self-talk during gentle training increased exercise adherence by 64% and reported fewer pain symptoms. So yes, your mindset literally builds your muscle. The real definition of strength. After 60, true strength after 60 doesn't come from lifting heavy weights. It comes from lifting yourself up every single day. It's standing tall after a bad week. It's choosing movement when you could choose the couch. It's showing your body that you still care. When you rise from a chair without your hands, you're not just building your legs, you're rebuilding your independence. When you press against a wall, you're not just working your shoulders, you're pushing back against time itself. That's what we mean when we say, these exercises are better than walking. They don't just move your body, they remind it who you are. Your 7-day Reawakening Challenge. Here's your next step. I call it the 7-day Reawakening Challenge. For the next 7 days, day 1 to 3, do 2 sets of wall presses, 2 sets of sit-to-stands. Focus on form, not speed. Day 4 to 5, add 1 more set. Try to stand taller and breathe slower. Day 6 to 7, try both exercises back-to-back without resting. It's your independent circuit. Write this down somewhere visible. Put it on your fridge, your mirror, or your phone. Because your future self will thank you for every repetition you do this week. The community of strength. If you've been following our channel for a while, you know we believe in community, not competition. So right now, scroll down and comment below. I'm starting today. It's not just a comment. It's a declaration. A reminder that your health is yours to reclaim. And when you comment, you'll inspire someone else to start, too. We read every single message because we're not just here to post videos. We're here to build a movement of people who refuse to let age define their limits. A Japanese perspective on longevity. In Japan, people don't fear aging. They study it. They respect it. Doctors and wellness experts there say something beautiful. True, longevity is not a race to extend life. It is an art of sustaining movement. That's why every Japanese longevity village, from Okinawa to Nagano, includes low-impact, mindful movement as a daily ritual. Wall pushes against temple gates, slow chair rises after morning tea, gentle hip rotations before sleep. They've proven what modern science is just catching up to. You don't grow old because you move less. You move less because you stop believing movement still matters. The closing message. Before you go, let me say this clearly. You are not fragile. You are not too old. And you are absolutely not finished. Strength after 60 doesn't happen in the gym. It happens in your living room, your kitchen, your hallway. Every push, every rise, every breath, they all add up. Because you're not just exercising. You're sending a message to your body. I still value you. I still believe in you. And I'm not giving up. So here's your challenge. Stand up right now. Walk to the nearest wall. Do one slow wall press. Feel your body respond. That right there, that's hope made visible. Now imagine what 10 days, 10 weeks, or 10 months of this could do. You don't need a gym. You don't need perfect knees. You don't need to move fast. You just need to move intentionally. This is your moment. Not to fight aging, but to partner with it. To live smarter, move wiser, and age gracefully. Because you've already proven something powerful today. You showed up, and that means you're already stronger than yesterday. So keep moving, keep believing, and keep showing the world what's possible after 60. Comment, I'm starting today. Like this video if it inspired you. Subscribe for weekly Japanese-inspired exercises for mobility and independence. Share this with one person who needs hope, because movement shared is movement multiplied.